In this video, we are going to look at how to mark due work in Schoolbox. You can access the Quick Mark screen in a number of ways. You can click on the notification you receive when a student submits work. You can access it through your assessments area. Through your mark book. Or you can go to your class page and click on View Status next to the due work activity. The Quick Mark screen provides you with an overview of your students' submissions for a particular activity. From this screen, you will be able to see which students have submitted or not submitted, and whether a task has been submitted on time, submitted late, resubmitted, or not submitted at all. You can also see whether an activity has been marked already and any comments you may have given them. At the top of the Quick Mark screen, you can click on the filter options to display work that has not been attempted, work that requires action from you, the teacher, or submissions that have been completed. From the Quick Mark screen, depending on how the due work has been set up, you can enter a grade into the grade field. In this case, I'm entering a percentage because this is the mark type I selected when setting up the due work. You can also use the drop-down menu to select a submissions date. You can add comments in the comment field. This could be useful for assessments that do not have a rubric in Schoolbox or were not submitted online. From here, you can also mark a student's work as submitted by clicking the Mark as Submitted button. This option will only be available if a student has not already submitted online and feedback and results have not yet been published. You can also quickly mark off submissions in bulk by clicking the three-dot menu, selecting Submissions Received, and then selecting the students who have submitted offline. Once you have marked off all students, just click All Received. To view an individual student's submission online, click on the three-dot menu and select View and Grade Submission. You will then be taken to the individual student's submission. What you see will vary on how or what each individual student submits. The student's most recent submission will display first. However, if you'd like to view a student's previous submissions, you can use the drop-down box to select a past submission. For students who have submitted a Word document, PDF or PowerPoint, you will be able to use the inline grader, if this is available at your school. The inline grader allows you to mark up a student's submission with comments and feedback inline. With the inline grader, you can add comments, draw, highlight, add text, or strike out. If plagiarism checking is enabled at your school, beneath the inline grader you will see the plagiarism score for each document the student has submitted. This number is the percentage of the work that has been plagiarised. To view a full report of the plagiarism, click on the percentage. The report will show the student's work highlighted in different colours, depending on the type of plagiarism. Red indicates that the content has been directly copied. Blue shows text that may have been altered. Maybe a few words have been changed or added. And green shows the content that has been marked with quotation marks. You can click View All Sources to show a list of the sources that have been plagiarised by the student. You can also download a copy of the annotated or original document for your records. Back on the marking screen, you can continue to mark the due work by correcting the rubric. This is as simple as clicking on the descriptor that demonstrates the student's level of achievement. Depending on the mark type that you've selected, If you want the grade for the submission to be derived from the rubric, you can select Assign Grade from Rubric. If you don't have a rubric, you can use the drop-down menu to select a submission state or enter a result. The grade scales and options available here are customised by your school, so you may have different options. You can type additional comments in the grade box. As you are entering feedback, your response will be saved as a draft. You can also return attachments to your students by dragging and dropping files, clicking on the drop zone will also give you the option to add a file from your computer, create audio feedback, or add a file from the Resources area, the My Files area, your Network Drive, Google Drive, or Office 365, depending on what has been set up at your school. Once you've finished marking the student's work, you can choose to publish the results or click Continue to move on to the next submission. If you click Continue, the results and feedback will be saved, but will not be visible to students and parents. Publishing will make the feedback and results available to the student and their parents, depending on the visibility that you selected when setting up the due work. If you decide to save all feedback in draft form and publish your results all at once, you can return to the Quick Mark screen, select the three-dot menu, and then Publish Drafts.